All right, let's go to Mark from San Antonio. Mark from San Antonio. I hope you're not too busy to participate in the show today.
Absolutely not. I've paused what I'm doing to talk to you.
Welcome, Mark. Welcome.
Well, it's great to be back on. I just wanted to say, I think I first encountered you in 2018 while I was traveling for work. I was driving around thinking that surely someone has discussed our absurd president's major mental health issues. I pulled up YouTube and searched, and lo, there you were with videos with Dr. John Gartner, and I think I became a paid member soon after. And
Thank
I would
you.
honestly love for you to have him or Dr. Bandy Lee back on to discuss maybe what his level of mental health issues will do to him, as he sees mounting indictments and legal pressure, or even just like an analysis of the broader cult like psychosis from Trump supporters and what they see on a clinical level.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure
a
if it's
really
if you're trying
interesting
to move on
idea.
from that type of content or if you don't see the benefit. I'm always just trying to be equipped with the facts over feelings.
Yeah, it's not that I'm trying to move on from the idea of Trump's mental health issues. It's that right now, I don't want to do this. Might be so silly. You tell me if it's silly. Trump's embroiled in 4 criminal trials, lawsuit, all of these different things running for president. I don't want to mistakenly, let's say I bring Dr. John Gartner back on to do another analysis of Trump's cognitive state and mental health based on recent interviews or whatever. I don't want anything to suggest that Donald Trump might be unfit for trial and completely worthy of the full criminal punishment that may be assigned to him. And one of the things I would worry about is the idea of Trump's mental health issues being seen as an excuse to his criminality. And I know that that's not actually what any of these experts would be saying. I just don't know that it's the right time to focus on that because we really need to be laser focused on Trump's alleged crimes. That being said, Mark, I think that having some experts on cults and psychologists come back in and analyze the evolution of the Trump cult and the average MAGA cultist in 2023 going into 24 would be a really good idea. And that actually, I think that's a great idea and something we should do.
Yeah, I mean, this might be an absurd question. Do you think that at some point maybe his legal counsel will try to argue some kind of psychosis in the moment or anything like that as a
You
defense?
know, I talked about this earlier this week on the show. And one of the things that I sort of came to as a conclusion is I don't think Trump's imagine that Trump's lawyers wanted to make the case that he's not fit for trial. Trump's ego and narcissism will never allow him to go that route. I just don't think that that's the case. I also believe Trump is completely fit to stand trial. Trump's confessions in public and all of these behaviors, they're a result of Trump's narcissism and ego, not of not understanding the consequences of his actions. And so he is absolutely fit to stand trial.
Oh, I agree. Well, otherwise, I just want to say your show has been really, really important for me in developing better, more fact-based arguments, including with my very conservative dad. I'll say with regards to a Trump versus Biden rematch, I know this is anecdotal and we talk about this all the time
Yeah.
with voters moving on from him, but my dad can't stand Trump. And in 2020, he just let President blank, and he said he'll do the same if he's on the ballot in 2024. He can't be the only one that's just done with it. Even if they'll never bring themselves to vote Dem on a
Right.
ballot. But that said, he is a very educated guy with a poli-sci background and can debate policy. Think like George F. Will style.
Yeah.
Whether I think he's incorrect or not with his policy positions, but he was a diehard
Interesting.
Tucker fan and turned him off months before he was kicked off the air because he just felt he was disseminating nonsense and especially his racist and race baiting content. Which my dad is firmly against, even as a conservative.
Well, very clear. If those are your views, you're probably not the type of Republican that's voting Trump. So interesting anecdote, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you, David.
All right, there goes Mark from San Antonio. Great to hear from you.